Alright, how about now, Cozy Brews? I don't know what it is, because sometimes it works first try, sometimes it takes a couple tries. Yes, you can hear me. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here, Cozy Brews. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Kapow. Try some of those fun emojis, Cozy Brews. Or emotes. Emojis. We've been adding some fun emotes. But we took, as I was saying, apparently to the ether, because my voice wasn't getting picked up. We took yesterday off, but we're back at it here today in another episode of the Dragonslayer Dynasty. Love the little blazer, love the little fire. I'm excited. I'm excited. I have, this game has its warts, but I have been having an absolute blast, and I've been having an absolute blast because of all of you. It's shown a lot of love, and really appreciate it. It's a fun time, making your stories, bringing in the campus legends, tracking careers, seeing where people get drafted. I have just a great time doing all that, and I have a great time doing it with all of you who choose to come to the channel and just hang out, vibe, and it's awesome. It's awesome. So we took yesterday off. We're not taking today off. Today we've got some heavy hitters on the schedule. We're not going to be putting up 69 points. Nice on the road at Clemson. Clemson's ranked. They weren't ranked when we started the season, but they are ranked now. It's going to be. I mean, I'm completely fresh. Didn't warm up or anything. But I have the advantage of it being the first game. It means I'm the freshest. Just hopped out of the shower. Just came back from a little softball. So we are fresh-ish. We're fresh in the mind. We've got Stanford at home in North Carolina. These are going to be pretty big visit weeks. And we'll go into just a little recruiting overview. If you're new here at the channel, we're in Season 7. What position do I play in softball? Well, Cozy Brews, second base is really my home. I've been playing for about 3 years now. Just a little co-ed rec softball. Been playing second for about this season's really when I've been midfielder gang. Yes. Sometimes I go to the outfield. I would call myself a pleasure to coach. If I was on Coach Wade's squad, I would be happy to. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to help the team. So that's kind of where we're at with that. We've got only, Clemson and Pittsburgh at the moment are only two ranked opponents. Fighting Wade, I love that emote. Love that emote. And we've got a couple. We've only got two ranked teams. We lost to Texas in the opening game. They're number 2. They still haven't lost a game. They were number 1 when we played them. We played them tough. And since then, outside of that, it should be a very winnable schedule. As you know, if you've watched, if you haven't watched, the skill level that I have makes a lot of these games closer than maybe they should be, given the talent on our team. Speaking of the team, we'll do just a quick roster review. We've got Troy Barnes, the sophomore, straight out of community college. He has come, chat favorite, chat named player. He has come to UAB. We've had a quarterback battle, kind of gone back and forth between Troy and Bernie Shipman, who I would not classify as a fan favorite, but he has been getting the job done when we need him to. Juan Veal heads up our running back room. We've got some good upperclassmen. Tanner Bradshaw, another chat named player here. He's getting the redshirt treatment. I don't think we have a risk of him leaving. He's star dev, just wants championship contenders, so we got to keep winning. But I feel fairly good about that. Maurice, our wide receiver room is a little bit shaky. It's not as good as it's been in years past, and I think we've put wide receivers into the NFL the past 3 straight years. So it's been a strength of ours, and it's not as much of a strength currently. But Tramel Hill's 5-star sophomore, played as a true freshman. He came in, he wanted proximity to home, and this is what I was worried about. I knew his deal breaker was proximity to home, and I knew you're not picking up and moving your campus. So I knew that grade would go up. We may lose him. I knew that was a risk when we recruited him, but if we get 2 good years out of Trammell Hills, it will have been worth it. Tight end, we have the Mackey award-winning tight end from last year, Trey Nicky. He's gotten the season off to a bang, but if we look at his stats from last year, 97 catches for 1,051 yards and 10 touchdowns. He was a freak. Beast for us. I love a good tight end, especially one with speed. He's got 90 speed. He's pretty capped out. He is a senior. He's not going to improve very much, even though you do see that elite dev in the corner. We've got a fairly strong offensive line. Certainly, I would say our best offensive line in the Dynasty. The big boys in the trenches, they don't get the love, but they are instrumental to a team's success. On the edge, we have Chad Spicer. He's a fun player because he transferred from University of Alabama, the big capital A Alabama, to come to UAB. UAB, formerly a satellite campus for Alabama. It hasn't been that way in a long time. But Chad Spicer, he decided he wanted to go to the better Alabama school. He's got the same proximity to home. I don't remember him having a proximity to home deal breaker. But again, I was going to say we might have him for only a year. He's probably going to the draft anyway, so it doesn't really matter that we're not hitting his deal breaker. He's awesome on the edge. Zach Wren, another senior kind of mercenary player we got out of the portal. Defensive tackle needs work. We're working on it. Keon Kostrewa, he is a star dev freshman. He's going to be pretty key to kind of a resurgence here. We've been used to some pretty good defensive tackles over the years. Just thinking about Cornell Burden, he was a staple of that unit for a long time. J.J. Smith, another player that should be a high draft pick for us. He elite dev. He has progressed very nicely throughout the years. Middle linebacker, again, not a strong point of our team. But outside linebacker, again, Corey Soro, he is redshirt sophomore, elite dev. Again, awesome player. I can't remember if he signed with us. We can just go. I think you can check in awards. He signed with UAB. So he actually did sign with us. I just missed that. I don't know if it would have if he signed with other... maybe somebody else would know that better than I would. Alonzo Legree. Cornerbacks, again, not our strongest unit. Anthony Vildor finally getting a chance to play. He was our first 5-star we ever recruited. Only impact dev, though, so he hasn't seen a ton of playing time. But he is on the field starting corner this season. DeMarcus Brooks, Robert Lipscomb. They've been, again, there's still holes on this team. It's not a perfect team. Mike White, fan favorite kicker. He's pretty capped out. Not a ton of room to improve for him. He's only got normal depth, but he's been pretty great for us. And then Moffitt at punter, just in case, for all you sickos out there that love the punter. So we've got that's kind of the state of the team. And if we look at recruiting, we have this has the potential to be one of our best classes ever. If we sort by national rank, we're in first or competing for a lot of 5-stars. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 5-stars on the board. I don't think we're going to get all of them necessarily, but we're trying to bring them all to campus at least, and just make a push for the best recruiting class that we have ever seen. At this point in the rebuild, or the build, because, UAB, when were they ever relevant on a national level? Never. So we're really only recruiting 5 and 4 stars, and I'm confident that if we keep playing well, we will, we will have the success in the recruiting that we deserve. So we're going to get into this game. Not sure, Chad, if you want a prediction. I've learned a little bit more about how the predictions work in the smaller stream. So when we have a few less folks here, you need kind of both sides, action on both sides to balance it out, which I didn't know. So I'm going to be cooking up some predictions that are a little bit more balanced. because I think that'll make it so that there's actually action on both sides of the ball. We did play on the road at Clemson last year, so a little unfortunate that we have to do so yet again. But I think we'll hold off on a prediction for this go round. But as always, check your channel points, check your fire tokens. If there's anything you like, popular ones. People always love naming the recruits. So if you've got 1,000 tokens, I have a new system for keeping track of everything. So if there's a recruit that you have your eye on, we'll always be checking in on recruiting. So you can claim somebody, and maybe you don't know exactly who you want yet, but we're always happy to rename recruits. That's I think 1,000 channel point redemption. But if you sit here, you watch, you enjoy, you'll get there in no time, and you'll get to see your players out on the field for the Blazers. So we are going to get into this one. We're doing our whiteout jerseys. I will say these purple jerseys for Clemson are sick. They are so sick. So we're going to play the offense only. I've liked this rhythm. For a while we were doing play the moments only, I think for the whole game. But I like this, gives us a little bit more control. So we play the offense in the first quarter, second quarter, sometimes early drive we'll do on offense only, and then we play the moments usually through the third, and then depending on how it's going, sometimes we play the full fourth quarter, but it keeps it moving. It's I like the gameplay is super fun, of course. Obviously we're recruiting to bring people onto the field, but the storyline, seeing people progress throughout their careers, that's what's the most fun for me. So we're seeing Clemson come off the bus here, looking down on us. The stadium pulse when we played here last time was insane. So hopefully we can cook here. That is the goal. That is the goal. So Clemson's won 3 in a row. We've won 2. We lost our first game of the season, but it was on a neutral site to the best team in the country, at least at the time. So, I feel pretty good. This is going to be a tough game, of course. We've kept the playbook. I know there were some calls, hey coach, go in, change the playbook. I've thought about it. I at least not in this game, we're not going to do it. The crowd noise is loud. Juan Veal picks up 10 pretty easily. Can't abandon the run in these big games. That is what I've learned. Audible to a run. Nobody's picking up that linebacker. Reset to what we initially had. Hit Sticky Nicky. Didn't know his route. Didn't know he was A. So this is a big game for us here. It's early on in the season, of course. It's not unrecoverable if we don't succeed, but it's a big game. Veal gets the first down. Ryan Stacy is down. Don't love to see the injuries on the line. But we're going to call a little mesh concept here. Still learning. We're still picking a lot of coach suggest plays. Still getting better. Played my first couple of online games the other day. I think last night, actually. Instead of streaming, I hopped online. Tremel Hills can't grab that one. Was not really open. Ryan Stacy, we're going to sub Ricardo Irvin in. We're going to call another run play. Got to stay honest. Got to stay committed to the run. It's a pretty good box for it. The blocks hold. We get a few yards. 3rd and 7, not really the spot I want to be in against this team. But we know this is our play. They can try and shake it up on us, but we know the play. Let's see. Looks like a cover 3, so I feel like Stoke may be open underneath. Stoke. Oh, 4th and inches. 4th and inches on the 48. We are playing aggressive, and we are going to get after it here. Troy Barnes renumbered by one of our chatters, so now he has number 30. We get the first down. We just needed to kind of fall forward there. I want to be slow and methodical with these drives. We're on the road. It's a tough place to play. We don't need to make it any easier for Clemson. Picked up a block. Deontay Stoke. Stacy's injured again. I thought I told you to stick out, man. We subbed you out. But we will take our 5 yards. You just keep doing that, and you'll have some success. So it looks like a cover 4 potentially. They had a blitz. Check it down to the running back. Addington rips a big play. Troy has played solid, mistake-free football in the early going here. I want to substitute him. I'm hitting X. I promise you. I promise you I'm hitting X. So they're stacking the box a little bit here. We're going to stay committed to the run. And if that sets up play action, that is all fine by me. Let's see if we can I think on this one it's going to be Angel and Nikki running on this. Let's see if the linebackers bite. They do. We have thrown it enough. Oh, and I don't know who that was. They couldn't haul that one in, but that was a good throw. I think it was a good read. But we can't quite get there. Gonna run a stick concept. I know what the route combos are. Hills. We tried to get it out. Couldn't do it. We'll settle for 3 if we can nail this here. It is a tough kick. But Mike White absolutely drills that one. Last stream earlier in the season, he was not as successful with those kicks, and that was, it's crazy kicking here. You don't see the bar. You don't have a lot of info, but if we can just have those kinds of drives, interception. We're going to see who that was. Get an interception in sim. Frederick Duff, our safety, gets an interception. That's huge. We're on the 47. They've got a lot of guys on the line. We are looking to run to the outside. I don't know if I like our matchup with our left tackle there. But Veal picks up 5. Again, 5 every time. I am okay with that. We got to just be patient. Use our moves. That's probably not the hole that you want to hit. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. That's so manageable. It really, truly is. Truly is so manageable. That's not. I know those aren't the routes. It's Veal and Hills. And we hit those quick. It's that split second read. Trying to get a little bit better at it. Not locking in, but not being afraid to just make a read and see something you like and just go for it. Veal churning, picking up those yards. Huge. Huge. We're going to go with a little read option here. I want us to stay committed to churning the clock. Keep it with Troy. Troy gets the first and then some. Huge play from Mr. Troy Barnes. End of the first quarter. We're on top. I'm playing well. I'm playing very well. We've been consistent, steady on the ground. Consistent, steady on the ground. 1 second. We're going to pause here for a second. Sorry, folks. Just responded to a quick text. We're gonna stay committed to the run game on first down. I know it's a run. You're not gonna trick me, scrambled play art. I know we're running the football. Way to break out of it. Way to break out of it. Don't know if I love that play action play. We're gonna keep it on the ground. We're gonna keep it on the ground. This is a great front to run into. Spread out the field. So let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. Deontay Stoke with a nice run. They're not respecting the run right now. And as a result, we will continue to run it down their throats until they respect us. Touchdown UAB. Huge. Deontay Stoke gets into the end zone. Crowd got real quiet there. Deontay Stoke. We've had really good blocking today too. That has been a welcome surprise, and we have stayed committed to the run, which I think is very important. Okay. Well, what has happened here? We were playing offense only. I meant to switch to the moments. We're going to switch to that right after this drive. But what happened? Scoring somewhere. We had to have had a pick six. Deontay Stoke returned to kickoff 100 yards. Mike White kick. Well, that doesn't really make sense. Oh, maybe he's kicking the extra point. Gotcha. So, we had a kickoff return for a touchdown. Would have been cool to see. Okay. But they've scored twice, so it's a tight game. Field goal lead. Stadium pulse not bumping right now. We find Trammell. Troy has not had a beefy day. He's not had a beefy day through the air, but he's done what he needed to do. Veal turning upfield. I mean, that's not ideal. Only got a yard to gain, though. They're going to stack the box. We're not afraid. Maybe we should have been a little bit more afraid. Playing aggressively again, though. Playing aggressively again. They're stacking the box, so maybe they are finally starting to respect the run. But we get the first down. Veal is hurt. A lot of injuries this year. He's got a big risk of injury, so we're going to make sure that keep that rotation up. Stoke is in now. Hills, I love the look on. Blocks hold up downfield. Hills gets about 12. Sub in Stoke. Just keep taking. They're giving us these short gains, and we are moving down the field. Hills is just a cheat code on some of these short passes. But we can't go away from the run. We've had a lot of success running the football in this game. They continue to bring out 5 defensive backs. And that a recipe to stop the run game does not make. But we are going to try a little play action. This looks like a cover 2 man. So we're going to watch the safeties. Let's see. We don't have the best matchups on the corners. We're going to look at this play action. There's nothing open. Troy gets it smart. Gets it away. If you can't find something you like, then just get it out of there. And the blocks just get shed too quick. Veal's down again. I'm trying to sub him out, but it's not working. Okay, we're on the 35. I would love the first down, of course, but we want to make this a more makeable field goal. Got my eyes on Slayton here. And he can't hang on to it. Trammell Hill's getting injured. We just had a crazy amount of injuries. We're gonna kick the field goal. It's gonna be a tough field goal to hit. Oh, we just shanked it. Shanked it. Couldn't see it. That did not go well. Gonna go to more options. Gonna play options, and we are going to play the key moments here for a bit. Keep it moving. Big third down. Make the stop. Okay. Let's call a little blitz. A little blitz in here. Oh, well, we're going to need to pull Soro over here. Oh, that's my man. That's my man. Defense needs our help. How have they gotten down here? Maybe they use some timeouts. They've got the chance to press underneath. Are they running a jet touch pass? Oh, we stop him. Dontrell Khan has cooked our defense today, but not on that look. A little safety blitz is what we need to dial up. Come on. Oh, and they try and get the screen off, but they are not getting it moving. Let's see. I don't know why. I just have a sneaking feeling that they want to throw this. It's just a feeling. I knew it. Got to stop the quarterback. You can't let him get in there. That's not acceptable. 4th down. Keep the drive alive. We're on the 49. I do agree with this call. We're down 4. We're gonna run the ball. Is this a mistake? Possibly. And we just can't do anything there. Big 3rd down, make the stop. And they find the hole in the defense. This is getting a little scary. We're gonna have to stop them once more. Well, we didn't stop them last time. We came very close, but we did not stop them. And just missed them. More options. We're gonna go ahead and play all offense. Get in here. They've got the crowd on their side. Fortunately. Our wide receivers are a little scrambled. Haven't found Sticky Nicky too often. We don't find him there. We still have time. We can't go away from the run. We do not have many yards. We really don't. Direct snap to the running back. Gets us about 2. It's a man look. I'm a little confused. Maurice Angel. Oh, it's 4th and inches. I don't agree with that spot. But again, aggressive. We're going for it again. We did not get it last time, but we do get it there. We're just hoping to slowly matriculate down the field. Stoke, big catch, 8 yards. We will take that on 1st down. We don't need to rush. We still have an entire 4th quarter. It's really about getting them nervous. Churning. I mean, we don't want to churn all the clock, but we want to churn some of the clock. Sticky Nicky. Find some space. We'll take the 5. We're going to take what the defense has given us. I don't know if I love this look. Oh, we get the seal on the outside. Come on, Deontay. Stoke with a big run. Huge, huge play. That's why you keep running the ball. Get them tired. Force the defense to respect it. Our offensive line is good enough now that it is able to handle some of these powerful defensive lines from some of these powerhouse blue chip schools. Stoke gets us down to the 6. The running game has been ferocious here against Clemson. We're attacking the middle. They're still not bringing the linebackers down. Oh, and he breaks the tackle. Huge touchdown. Deontay Stoke, and we are back in this game. Back in this game. We're going to go for 2 here because being down 4 doesn't really help us. Going to go for 2. We're going to do it manually. Stoke breaks some tackles. More options. Play options. Play full game. It's 1:51 to go in the third. We might play the full game from here. Again, don't know if that'll actually help us. Oh, and we just don't get it off. That was a mistake. It's okay. It's okay. All that means we need a touchdown. Down 5. Try to make the big hit. Force some chaos. Doesn't happen. We're gonna try and call plays from a specific formation. They've got 3 on this side. Worries me a little bit. Stop the run there. Huge play. Huge, huge play. We're going to give a cover 3 shell. Call a man blitz. Hello, hello. Welcome in. First game of the stream. Playing our ranked matchup at Clemson. Stopped him there. Frick Clemson. I know, Tanner Bradshaw. We got to get... It's going to happen. We're going to get you into one of these games. Not because I think redshirting you're going to end up being, you're going to end up being better than if you played now. But we've had so many issues with the running back. Oh my God! Oh wow, he dropped it. That was tough. Tanner, I know you have watched us a lot. We're playing the entire rest of this game. It's too big of a game. And that was actually. I mean, Tanner, you've seen us play defense. Not always the prettiest show, but that was a 3 and out. So maybe we needed you to hop into the stream. We've been running the ball very well, and we've got to do it a little bit more. Troy he can't get out there. That was not the right call. But I feel like the games we lose and the games we get out of, we're not doing a good job of staying committed to the run. Sticky Nicky. I think he's got a good matchup. I kept looking for somebody to get open. We scrambled out. Let my guy get a goal line TD against Clemson since I'm a Gamecocks fan. Okay. If we get down there, Tanner, I'll put you in. I want to keep the red shirt. We're gonna let the clock go out here. We're gonna let the clock run down. 23-28. It's been a tough one. It's really just been a slog on the ground. We're taking our 5. We're being steady. The stadium pulse is bumping. But I remember last year we played this game. I was a little intimidated. This year, we're cool, calm, collected. We've got Troy at quarterback. We've got a solid running game. More than 4 running backs in the room for once. Oh, man. Crossbody throw. Stoke, get free! And Deontay Stoke, that was, I mean, I saw him get open. I don't know how Troy got that throw off. Pretty perfect throw. We get down to the 17, down by 5 here. Still plenty of time. So much time left in this game. And defensive end just beats our tackle. That hasn't happened a lot this game. They've been really struggling to contain our inside runs. Really, really struggling. It has not worked out well for them. Let's try to run it down the throat. Nope, that's not happening. And now we're going to have to throw it here. I'm willing to settle for a field goal, but I would love to take a lead here. Quiet this crowd. Quiet the stadium pulse. Man, it is bumping in my headset. Ezekiel, the senior transfer, snags DeMar Ezekiel. All right, Tanner, if we get down to the 1, your guy's coming in. Put me in, coach. You know what? We'll do it now. So Stoke, you're probably rooting against UAB here, because if Stoke, well, Stoke just got injured, so don't like to see that. But I did move the injury screen to get you in. I can't remember. Tanner, you remember if you had speed? Can we get you to the edge here? Oh man, I don't like that. Audibling to the inside zone. Not a great run look. Freshman can't get in. I know. We were doing it for fun. I wasn't forcing it. I've been trying to be very committed to the run all game. Audibling to the run here. Please tell me, did they hear that? Oh God, I don't know if it got off. It did not. Oh man, they all went to that side. Oh my God, Troy Barnes! What a play from the sophomore quarterback. I'm sorry, I went mute for... I gotta put the controller down. We have to just watch this back. I got a little flustered. There was nobody on this side of the field. 5 defenders. Troy shakes all of them off. Tanner, I know you added you made him number 30. He's been running like a running back. Going for 2 here, obviously. 2-point lead does nothing. 3 points. You like to see that. The crowd is far quieter than they were. Get that ball out. And we failed the 2-point conversion earlier. Fail one again. 1-point lead here. 9 minutes to go. Playing cool, calm, and collected. Cool, calm, and collected here. Sorry we couldn't get you your touchdown, Tanner, but, you know, getting you a little work here in this freshman season. Okay, we had some success in the 4-2-5. We're going to come out and I'm trying to get better at some of these shells. Partially for, you know, I've dabbled in a few online games. And I don't know if we have the guys to run man coverage against Clemson. I don't know. We might just have to stick in our... Go into a cover 2 look. Gotta learn how to play some better defense. I'm not saying the offense is perfect, but I think I have some ideas on the offensive side. On the defensive side, don't know if I can say the same. We just smacked him there. We're gonna come out in a cover 2 man look, and then drop back into a weak side blitz. Drop back into cover 3. Hopefully, I don't know if this actually serves to confuse the AI quarterback. He catches it and loses a yard. Okay. I don't know if this does confuse the AI quarterback. Play underneath. And that's just weakness up the seam. Weakness up the seam. Dial up a blitz. I don't like this. Don't like this. Don't like this. And they are moving down the field. We want to try and hold them to 3. Cover 2 man. I'm just trying. I don't know if this actually confuses the AI quarterback coming out in these different shells. But I'm hoping that... Oh, stuff him here. All right, that went nowhere. Dontrell Khan has had our number today. And then, you know, cover 2 shell. Cover 3 shell. I don't feel comfortable playing man defense against Clemson. I don't know if that's just... Safeties are the weak spot of the team. I mean, maybe I should have done more there, but sheesh. Interesting decision from Clemson. They would choose to go up 6 here instead of maybe trying to go up 7. Hurd. It would be a big ask if we can drain the rest of the clock here. Could be worth it. Should have probably called the fair catch there. Oh, Bradshaw. We might take you out for this final. Although we've got a lot of injuries. We'll put in Stoke. Big boys on the line. Big boys on the line. I know you're looking at the score. Why are you running the football? We are committing. Slayton grabs it. 1 yard to go. 1 yard to go to get the first. We have to have this one. Get the space. Stoke powers forward. 20 for 77. Not flashy. Not flashy. If we don't force it, we are going to play better. Sticky Nicky, he can't hold on to that. That's tough. If you're our Mackey award-winning tight end, that's one of those balls you gotta hang on to. And Stoke, look at those blocks. The blocks have been there in the run game. They really have. That's what's kept us in this game. We've kind of completely. I know Angel is X. Angel grabs it, 4 yards. It's not the sexiest game plan. But we're managing the crowd. We're managing the clock. I'm looking at it. I'm thinking, how can we get this to where Clemson has minimal time or no time left? Sticky Nicky getting in space. Huge, huge play. 3:37 to go. We're controlling the ball, controlling the clock. They are not ready for this run. They've got one linebacker. And we run away from him. And that's a... Oh man, the phantom timeouts have begun. This is one thing that when I read the patch note that says reduced injury timeout frequency or fixed clock rules on late game timeouts, I will be a happy man. Because, you know, if I'm the coach and our game plan is we're chewing a lot of the clock, yeah, get the dude to crawl off the field. If you're my offensive lineman, it's oh man, I don't get mad at these kinds of things very often. I'm not really like a rage kind of streamer or chill, but it's just it's quite maddening in real life, you know, I'm telling the players, oh, this is not the call. Addington does get some yards. I hit turbo too early. That's why it didn't work as well as maybe it should. Dude's elbow hurts, so he can't walk off the field. That's what I'm telling. If I'm the coach, I'm telling my guys, look, if we want to win this, we have to drain some of the clock here. We're gonna have to go for it. We're gonna have to go for it. Slayton is Y, Nicky is A. I know their routes. I mean, I don't want to lock into a read. Clear it out. Oh, the linebacker stuck with Slayton. That's just horrible. That's horrible. There was nobody. I mean, let's see. What should the read have been? I'm sure I missed something. I saw the linebacker motioning over, and I said, oh, great. Slayton's going to have something. I mean, it probably was just not a good play call, but I'm not making the read to the left side. That's boxed. Nicky in the end zone, boxed. 2 men on, I think that's probably Tramel Hills. Boxed. This is not, I guess I was trying to throw it actually, but I was already pulled into the sack animation. That's tough. I think I just didn't call the right play there. But they really, they really had everything covered. That's unfortunate. We still have a chance. We have to make a stop. We're calling a blitz. Shit. Keys. Guessing a run. We'll let it go down to the 2-minute warning. They're going to run it to that here. We're going to... bring our safety close. We're bringing our safeties all the way down the line. If that means we get beat deep, it is what it is. We need the help. There's no way they pass, right? There's no way. This is not a good front for the run defense. What am I doing? Calling a timeout is what I'm doing, but that was just what we need. More people on the line. We need just. Can we do a? No. I mean, I think it's over, practically over. So frustrating. Let's see one of those phantom injury timeouts, please. I need, calling our final timeout here. This is the game. This is the game. Are they do you think they're gonna throw here? No. We have to commit to what we think we see. No. Oh my God, the quarterback had free acres of space. We can't call a timeout, so they're going to drain some clock here. The quarterback had acres of space for an easy first down, ran into our defense. Thank you. Thank you. Stoke. Don't know why he's still back there. All right. Against all odds, we got the ball back. We actually made a stop on defense. We have to be quick. And that's not a good block. Phantom timeout. Thank you, Deontay. If you're going to do it, now's the time. Going to be looking. I haven't seen Tramel Hills in a minute. He walked off with an injury earlier. We gotta be maybe more aggressive, pushing it down the field. I'm nervous. We've got corner strike. Just minus 10 seconds though. So that is coded properly, Tanner? I thought it was not coded properly. Coaches play, pick any play in the playbook. Fuck. I should have seen that before I called the play. Well, if we make it to... man, now I want to give you your points back if we don't convert on this 4th down. Because I didn't see that in time. Look, if we make it to 4th down, you're good, yeah. That's my bad. Well, I'm flustered, so I'll take all the help I can get. Here's what we'll do. Just flag me, type something in the chat, type an emote or something. I'll be looking after the play. I shouldn't be rushing. I don't know why I'm rushing. Again, flustered. What the hell was that, man? What the hell was that? Brain dead. Yeah, I know. Okay, I mean, was it the throw from Troy? Perhaps. But what are we doing here? I mean, it's probably the throw. His momentum's going the other way. He can't get your hand on him, man, at least. Sheesh. It wasn't the best throw. We won't kid ourselves. It wasn't the best throw. Damn. Okay, well, we know what's happening here. They're kneeling out the clock. I don't want to see it. Man, that is unfortunate. We really had some chances there. We lose at Clemson again. Back-to-back years. That's gonna be bad for recruiting. That's gonna kill our championship contender. Just not a good result there. Tanner, you redeemed those points. Friend of the channel. I know it's not technically the redemption, but I feel bad. Didn't call it. So, if you want to change a number, I'll level you up. I know you spent 350. I know that's a 750, but if you want to change a number, by all means. By all means. We don't have any recruits signed yet, but I've got a much better way to track it. Yes, change a number. Appreciate you being here. Feel bad that I didn't see that in time to call it. Not that would have helped if our receivers are playing like that. Ugh. Loss in conference play too. Let's do that now. Let's bring the energy back up. Let's do something fun. All right, Tanner. Who you want to change the number of? Who are you feeling? We can go through different rooms. How old's your center? He's a senior. So I don't think you want to do that. Ricardo Irvin is a senior. So we can look at different position groups if you're interested. Nicky's a senior too. We've got some younger wide receivers. Not all of them are playing right now. Your youngest starting O-lineman. Okay. So we've got Devin Manning. This could be ideal. Redshirt sophomore. Santucci, Tommy Santucci, he is a redshirt junior. Obviously Irvin is a senior. Stacy is the senior. And Falk is the senior. So, Mr. Devin Manning, you are about to get a new number courtesy of chat, courtesy of Tanner Bradshaw, friend of the channel. Edit player. All right, Tanner, what'll it be? What will it be? He's wearing 65 now. I don't think he'll be his one available. You know, I have fun with this. I don't think I really registered. Let's see. Let's see. Well, one is available. Okay. Devin Manning, number 1. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Thanks for being with us, Tanner. It's Devin Manning, number 1 on the offensive line. You know what? I needed that. That was a heartbreaking loss. Not happy with it. I would be surprised if we're still in the... Although, let me be clear. Our 2 losses were to 2 very good teams. We get locked out on DJ Tracy. That's unfortunate. We're going to have to check recruiting. We're actually still ranked, which I'm biased, of course. Coach Wade here. Obviously, we represent this team. But we lost to the number 1 team in the country in Texas, and we lost to Clemson, a ranked Clemson, undefeated Clemson on the road. Am I making excuses? No. Deontay Stoke, ACC Offensive Player of the Week. Pound the rock. ACC voters, they like... He had to have some touchdowns too, but 23 for 106, that was not the best day in the world. The National... Okay, the National Offensive Player of the Week. All right, that's cool. The Jets, we lost the game. That's cool. The Jets. Maybe we'll get some more. Okay, so he did have 2 touchdowns. I did forget he had 5 for 48 through the air. I mean, it's a good day. Best in the ACC, I can see it. Best in the nation. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, but you know, we will take it, I suppose. Got to go into recruiting. See, we only went down to B championship contender, which is, I thought it might be worse, so, you know, it's okay. We got the pitch wrong on Jared Freeman. Oof. That hurts. Why do we have 170 hours? We definitely got locked out of somebody. What is this pitch if it's not... It's definitely Sunday player. I was going too fast, setting this up before the stream. Missed that one. I swore I had put Freeman on a visit. We'll see what hours we have free for visits after this. Sidney Corbin is now in his top 5. So we are going to pitch him. East-West playmaker. He looks pretty good. We'll look at his stats in a second. We know he likes aspirational goals. If we bring him in... Yeah, let's bring him in next week. Sell him on conference prestige. He'll get a complimentary visit there. But as you can see, 91 speed, 89 excel out of the box. Pretty good change of direction, pretty good juke move, good catching for sure. Good break tackle. I mean, I think he will be... He's the number 1 ranked running back in the class. I guess he's technically an athlete, but... okay, so Freeman, we looked at. Bruce Landry. Yeah, we have him set. I don't know if it's... Is it worth putting a... I almost think it's worth putting it on week 10 just so Alabama can't do it. The bye week I don't love because you just don't get that good of bonuses, but we'll put it on... We'll put it on week 10. Bruce, he's not my favorite wide receiver. There's another wide receiver that I like, but his route running is really good. Really crispy. He's got platinum cutter just off the rip. He's the number 1 wide receiver recruit. I'm a little scared about Alabama closing in on us, but I think if we set it up right, we can succeed here. So we've got Clay Biggs, I believe, coming this week. So this is, Tanner, these are some big recruit weeks. So keep your eye out. If there's anybody you like, you know what to do. Hardrick, this is the contested specialist, 6'3", 216, who's got 91 speed, 91 excel. I think he might be... He's the second best wide receiver in the country. So, excited for the prospects there. DeMarcus Miranda, we didn't have the hours because we moved some hours around to do visits last week, but we're going to put the full 50 on him again. We're going after a lot of 5-stars this year. After last year, I don't think we had a single one. Orson Foster, I think we're likely going to lose him to Florida State, but I want to see how this visit week goes, because we have a full slate of complimentary visits. A full slate, which is why, even though you might be like, why don't you take DJ Tracy off? I'm pretty sure if you take him off, they don't come for their visit. So we're going to have DJ Tracy come for his visit anyway, even though we won't be able to get him. Dorian Whitehead is coming next week. Might lose him. I'm not overly worried about quarterback, given our current situation, but it's always something you got to think about in the back of your mind. Josh Clemens. Wish we could. I think we're going to lose him. Maybe it makes sense to just pull the hours off. I think that's what we're going to do. It sucks because he's a gem. But, you know, sometimes you got to know. If we could schedule a visit sooner, I wouldn't do this, but you got to know when to hold him, when to fold him. So Ozigbo is coming this week. He should commit. Did I just remove somebody that was coming on a visit? Please tell me I didn't do that. Say it ain't so. I think I just did the exact thing I said. No, okay. Clay Biggs, DJ Tracy, Legend Ozigbo, and Orson Foster. Okay. You only worry about 5 stars as freshman recruiting, then fill all the holes with portal players. I mean, here's the thing. I think 4 stars can also be awesome. At this point, though, we're not going after any 3 stars. It's not really worth it. The reason, Tanner, that I like to get the freshmen, it's fun to see the careers develop over the course of the entire 4 years instead of, you get the senior, and of course they can have a legendary season, but when you're building the kind of lore of your dynasty, I think we're gonna guess this year, but I think that's what Watford wants. So it's a little bit easier to fill the kind of lore of the dynasty, to track the players through the 5 years if you're getting them as freshmen. So that's kind of where my head is at there. Ozigbo, I think we bailed on. We knew Oregon was just going to run away with that. Cordell Watford, he could make sense to bring on. I don't know what week we want to bring these guys on. I think is the bye week? I don't know about the bye week. I feel like it's not good. I feel like the bye week actually doesn't do anything. This is not probably the most ideal, but we need to get these players before they commit. So we're going to bring in Watford and Freeman. We know he likes championship contenders, so hopefully we win a game or 2 here. So Josh Clemens and Ozigbo, yeah, we've given up on them. So let's put these 45 hours on another recruit. Sort by George Winter. Oh, I think Winter looked phenomenal. Yeah, 90 speed, 93 excel, 88 change direction. Yeah, we want to get him in. So we'll put 40 on him, and then another 5. It doesn't really matter where we put this 5. Ralph Johnson, enjoy your 5, which will be taken off next week. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. We are going to play this. I'm just going to grab some water. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Just grabbing some water. Be right back. Like I said, folks, right back. I've got to turn off that light. That light's going to bother me. Turn down this AC, too. Sweaty after that Clemson game. Unfortunate. Now we're looking for some home cooking. We're looking for some revenge. And I think we're gonna stick. I don't think Troy played badly that game. He wasn't asked to do too much. That might change here against Stanford. But prediction. So, Tanner, here's the thing. I've done some reading in my downtime, And if we have a prediction that we don't have money on, the reason why it wasn't working for you and Ball Alexander, if we have a prediction that doesn't have kind of money on either side, you're just going to get back what you put in, which I think is a little lame. I wish there was a way I could throw some points up on the side. So if there's appetite for a prediction, we're going to need people to go on either side for it to be. So, I need to come up with some creative ones so that people aren't it's not just win or loss. The spread's a good one. We don't always cover the spread even when we win. So, I got to think about that. A little bit of quieter chat today. But that's why I'm not running the predictions. I've learned why it was not working. And we're still relatively new to the streaming game, so we're wearing the All Blacks, of course. You know the drill. Offense only in the first quarter. Moments usually second, third. Sometimes we do the offense a little bit more in the second quarter too. And then kind of go from there. Tanner, how are your points looking? You getting close to claiming a recruit? I always love that one. I love the chat recruits. I think it's so fun. It adds so much. 630. Okay. I know you love your numbers too. You do love the number. I'm looking for number 1 in this run out here. Don't think I saw the offensive lineman in the cutscene. But we'll see him as soon as we get on offense. Okay, we're on offense. They score 3 in the early going. Okay. We're gonna commit to the run early, but we're not. I'm not afraid. I wasn't afraid of the Clemson team, but look at our matchups. Look at number 1 on the line. Did I call a pass play? I must have. Okay, well. Play action. Wide open space for Troy. Troy gets acres of space. Kind of looks sick. It does kind of look sick. You know what's also growing on me, Tanner? Is Troy Barnes wearing number 30. I don't hate it. I'm not going to lie. Now, really, Tanner, what we need is for our number... this is going to bother me. I love knowing the names, getting the pronunciation correct. It's fun for me. Or at least trying to the best of my ability. I've farted for Devin Manning. What we need for Devin Manning is to get picked in the first round. We need him to develop. Could have found a little bit better hole there, but we'll take 5 yards. Okay, now that I actually know that I'm calling a play action. We got a man look. Angel does not have a good matchup with that cornerback out there. Sticky Nicky can often just cook linebackers. Safety came down. So he was ready. Should not have locked in. I got to get better at that, not locking in. Tramel Hills, I like this route, but we might not have the time to get it out. So second read, we're looking down the progression, down to Angel. They drop back in coverage. Tramel Hills up the seam. You know he hangs on to it. That's what Tramel Hills does. He finds the sliver of space, and that was a great throw by Troy, too. Yeah, that was... They sent heat. Weren't really prepared for it. Stay committed to the run. Keep them honest. And that's just not good. That's just not good. Gotta get a little bit better there. Finding the holes. I kind of like Hills on a streak here. And maybe we get Angel on the corner to try and pull down the safety. And we just false start there. That's can't have that. Taking too long. Getting too fancy. It's a long field goal for Mike White. We're just going to try and pick up some yards here with Veal. Juan Veal has the ability to potentially. Wow, I can't believe we didn't get that off. All right, Mike. Can you get this? Can you get this through? That was an excellent kick. Whew, God. Alexander's not going to be happy to hear this. We're going to need a new kicker. I mean, Mike White's a junior. We'll let him play out. He's a legend. We're going to let him play out his senior year, of course. But we do need a kicker with a little bit more power. Because those, if it gets 50 or plus, if it gets 50 plus, I'm always like, well, I hope Mike can make this one. Saw it, Ezekiel. I mean, we're not. Maybe I'm just getting a little too afraid to test the defense deep, because we don't really have that kind of wide receiver that I trust. Hill's obviously great, but not that kind of wideout. And when we do, Sticky Nicky is just, he's dropping it. He is dropping it. Hills Angel Nicky. And it's not far enough. What are we doing? Would a real coach go for this? Likely not. Yeah, they're roasting the play call there. Very fair. Veal. I had faith. I had faith. I haven't seen this RPO before. Peak jet pop. Oh, I think we're clearing out some space on the side. They're sending some blitz looks. I think we've set up play action. Or this. Oh, maybe we'll get this off still. Tremel Hills. Oh, and what a throw from Barnes on the run. Wow. That was some throw. Bit on the play action, and what a way to end the first quarter. What a way to end the first quarter. Oh, yeah. No. Tanner, you don't need to. I appreciate the explanation, but I'm happy to be your background entertainment as you're playing your games too. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, man. I really do. That was a dot. That was a dot from Troy. Oh, I was holding down Y. Okay. I guess that's how it's going to be. Tremel Hills over the middle. What is this stack on the left side? It's very confusing to me. And Tremel Hills beats the linebacker. Maybe that was a cornerback. If that was a cornerback, he was quite slow. Quite slow. All right, if we get this to the outside, we're going to need the blocks to hold on the outside. They're playing a lot better run defense than Clemson. I was very used to us just consistently picking it up. Maybe we need to test them a little bit more through the air. Hills finds the space. That's going to be an easy touchdown. Tremel Hills, get into the end zone, brother. Oh, man. It's going to be sad when he leaves us because he wants to be closer to home. But we knew that was a risk when we recruited him. It's not as unrealistic as you might think either. It really is. It is something that does happen. Okay, so we're going to go to key moments. That's what we do here in the second quarter, usually. Haven't had really a key moment, but now it's on us to make a stop. Let's get a cover 2 look. Let's make sure we cover underneath. Let's press. I would say fairly good defense, just it's tough to stop play like that. Defense is going to need our help. Okay, perfect. Now we can disguise some looks, perhaps. Okay, not quite the blowout that I was hoping for, at least here in the first half, but oh, quarterback's running. That's unfortunate. Maybe a little cover 2 man shell. Firing in a weak side blitz. Let's go. Come on, UAB. We're better than this. We're better than this. You know, I believe. Get there, but they're getting the first. We got to stop them here. Some goal line formations. Some goal line formations. Oops, oops, oops. What's going on here? Messing up. What is this camera angle? Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. Missed the camera angle. Or messed up the camera angle. So that looked super weird. Okay, this is the regular one. Handing it off. But we need to get some points here. We're in a good position to do so. Check down to the running back. 3rd and inches. I don't know if I agree with that. Little screenplay. Trammell Hills gets some extra yardage there. Get some extra yardage. Okay, come on. Come on. See if we can get Sticky Nicky free. If not, just hit Ezekiel. 6 yards. We're getting into Mike White range, which these days, who knows what it even is. Come on, Veal. Gonna be looking for Veal here. It's taking too much time, though. Flipping the play I don't think was the move. Well, can't snap it, so smacking the A button. Don't know what that was all about. Don't love that we had to just burn a timeout there, but, you know. EA Sports is in the game. Moving on. We've got a bounce back game to win. Angel cooking. 43 seconds to go. All right, Angel. Are you taunting the I think he just went down there and just tapped the linebacker on the head, which quite funny, but you know, my man, we're trying to score here. Ezekiel trying to save 2 timeouts. Maybe it should be time to throw one for Hills underneath. Did he hang on to it? He didn't. Trammell. Trammell Hills, I mean, he's usually hanging on even through the contact, so it's unlike him. Oh, and Sticky Nicky. Hey, yeah, you can't play that kind of coverage on Sticky Nicky. That's going to be a touchdown every day of the week. Still playing the moments. We'll see. Okay, well, almost the whole third quarter is gone. Again, this is why we don't love the moments, but we do love the speed at which it allows us to get through the seasons. That's what I do like. Like being able to, have the progression. And Troy's got to get out of the pocket. Gets out of bounds. Gets the first down. Huge. We want to finish out this drive, so we'll play all offense here. This is a closer game than I want it to be. If we're up 2 scores, we might play the full fourth. I think we will. At least until it's firmly out of hand. If it gets firmly out of hand. Oh, but Veal has acres of green grass in front of him. Juan Veal didn't play a lot last game. He did get injured. Looks like a man coverage look. I don't know what that throw was. Tried to throw it right away. Didn't get out right away. That's okay. No interception. Our hated foe, Miami. Number 3, undefeated. We don't play them in the regular season this year for the first time. This is our 3rd season in the ACC. Last year was our first time making the ACC championship game. Heartbreaking defeat to Miami after blowing the doors off of them earlier in the season. Trammell gets down to the 2. Troy's had a decent game. Not the glitziest of stat lines, but he's had a solid game. And Troy finds the window in the back of the end zone. Huge touchdown to put us up 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. Still plenty of time for Stanford to get back in here. But DeMar Ezekiel, the senior transfer wide receiver, finds some space in between a lot of coverage. So that's huge. We're going to go to, you know what, we'll still play all offense. I'm interested to see how the defense, okay, the defense responded quite well. If we go up 3 scores here, then we might go back to play the moments to kind of finish this one out. We keep throwing Trammell Hills into coverage, which I don't love. I don't love him just getting absolutely manhandled by the defense. Strong toss. Veal gets a few. Nothing crazy. Really don't want to go 3 and out here. Five wide here. Throw it short of the sticks, but we do get the first. Keep chewing the clock. 9 for 88 and a touchdown for Trammell Hills. Great game for our 5-star sophomore. There's no space there. No space. I mean, this is still, it's not the, you know, we're not absolutely destroying them, but this is the kind of game that we need. Trammell Hills, oh, he's got plenty of space. Can't quite beat all the defense, but he's so dangerous. He's so dangerous. Trammell Hills he's been a revelation for us. I'm hoping we're going to find some way to convince him to stay. We will see. He draws all the coverage. Angel gets an easy first down underneath. Maurice Angel, he's 8 for 121 today. I don't think I realized how good of a game he has been playing. Big hole. This is kind of, the offense right now is more how I expected the offense to look in this game. They might be sending some heat. They are. We send Angel right away. Throw is on the run, not the best. It's not the best throw. But Troy's made some awesome throws all game. I got to go back and find that throw on the run one. I don't know if Alexander is here tonight, but I know he will love that clip. I know he has high hopes for Troy. And Angel Gets to the outside, and that's going to be a touchdown. Maurice Angel cruises in to the touch, cruises his way in for the touchdown. 31-10. I think it's time to go to the moments. Just kind of move on through. Going for it on 4th and 14. Really want to play a cover 2 here for a cover 3. Sky. Oh, okay. It still had that weird angle from the last time we were on defense. No way, no shot. That was not happening. Okay, we're in the red zone. I'll take advantage of a little red zone look. Peeking the slant, that doesn't look like it's going to be open at all. Veal. Oh, did I see? Is that RPO peak slant? We're really peeking Sticky Nicky, seeing if Hills can bring the defender away. Can't quite, but we'll still get the first down. Troy, 305 yards through the air and 4 touchdowns. Have yourself a day, Troy. Huge, huge, huge. Take the check down. That's going to lose us some yardage, but we're just playing conservatively here. A little screen. I tend to like to flip the screen to whatever side of the field has more open grass. So, see if that helps us here. And simply too easy for Veal. That's Troy Barnes' 5th touchdown of the game. Veal gets in for 6. We are cooking. Going for it on 4th. Honestly, at this point, we're up 4 scores. Don't really care. We're just going to skip out of here. And we make it through that one rather painlessly. 21 points in the 4th. We cook. Troy Barnes, your player of the game, 313 yards through the air, 5 touchdowns. Awesome. I realized we didn't even look at the stats after the Clemson game. I was in no mood to. Now we will. Now we will. I'm also very excited, chat. Tomorrow morning I have a new controller coming in. This one's been fine. It's been a little sticky with the triggers. Heard some good reviews about it online. I've never used anything outside of the standard Xbox stock controllers, so excited to try it out, see how I like it. 452 yards of total offense, 139 on the ground, not crazy. 313 through the air. It was honestly just a pretty. They didn't really put up too much resistance to us here. Troy Barnes, of community fame, of course, 28 for 41, 313, 5 touchdowns. He was very good, very, very, very good. Juan Veal, 19 for 94. Not the best average on the ground, but he was getting it done. Troy added 9 for 38 on the ground. Tramel Hills. Oh, actually, Maurice Angel, have yourself a day. Look at the equitable distribution of touchdowns here. Maurice Angel with 1. He goes 9 for 146. Tramel goes 10 for 115. Sticky Nicky has only 2 for 21. Not his best game. We know he can go off. Juan Veal, 4 for 18, and DeMar Ezekiel, 3 for 13. All of them come away with a touchdown. On the defensive side of the ball, Zach Wren and Chad Spicer, 2 TFLs each on either side of the defensive line. Alonzo Legree and Carlos Shields, as well as Corey Sorrow, also have TFLs. Spicer and Wren got to the quarterback. That was a big issue we had last season, so good to see they are getting to the quarterback. Anthony Vildor, a pass deflection. Brooks, Soros, Chad Spicer even with the deflection. No forced fumbles, no fumble recoveries, no safeties, no blocks, no touchdowns. On the kicking side, Mike White didn't have to do too much. Made that one long field goal. That was really all we tested him. And then he was 5 for 5 on extra points. That's beautiful. Get back in the win column. That's what we needed. I'm happy with that. We level up. Okay. That could unlock some intriguing abilities. Let's go into our coach abilities. What could we get? We're obviously looking to really dive into the talent developer tree. I don't know if I'd rather invest in some of these other positions. We're gonna unfortunately need 2 more level ups to get to, you know, whatever position Whisperer. Okay, well, if we want to be smart about this, what we really need to do is look at our team and think of who might get drafted, because in the unlikely scenario that we don't get any more points, we want to set this up so that we can get bonus XP for our roster if somebody that we know is likely to get drafted gets drafted. Linebacker. I think I'm very confident JJ Smith gets drafted. Spicer, the only reason I wouldn't go defensive line is there is a chance he transfers out and doesn't get drafted. So I'd feel better linebackers. I feel better going for linebackers here. So I think that's what we'll do. Get linebackers progressing faster too soon once we can get to the freshman, sophomore, and then we'll get to the starter. But I think we might go this and then freshman, sophomore. But our quarterbacks should be getting a ton of XP. Oh, and I realized the reason we got so much XP is because we had recruits visiting for a win, and that's our defensive coordinator's like specialty. So we have recruits visiting and we win the game, we get a lot of XP. I think it was like 6,000 XP there. We do sign a recruit, 5-star Orson Foster. Now the team is good, but you know, this is only our 4th 5-star in program history, I think. So Orson Foster at linebacker, that's great. Legend Ozigbo, he comes in, 4-star cornerback out of Alabama. That's great. Look at all these 5-stars in first. We are turning this program around bit by bit. Obviously, you know, the talent behind the sticks maybe holds us back a little bit more than it should, but we're having fun here. We're having a good time, and really that's all that matters. It's all that matters. We're having a good time. Hopefully, chat, you're having a good time. Hopefully in your dynasties, you're seeing success. DJ Tracy locks us out. Maybe he had already locked us out. He just came on the visit, so we'll take him off. So again, if you get to 1,000 points, you can, you know, reserve a recruit to rename. You know, you don't have to choose now. You can wait till we see dev traits and stuff like that if you want to make sure you're picking somebody good. But we've now actually got 2 recruits in the class, so easier to pick it out. No, we don't want to exit recruiting. We want to sort by national rank. Okay. So Jared Freeman, he's coming week 10. Auburn is making up some ground. I don't know if we'll get him. We will see on that. Sidney Corbin is coming this week, so there's a lot of lot in the line. I hope we got to play well here. Although we are, I mean, Illinois, even with the Tier 3 pipeline, I'm a little bit more worried about Michigan, honestly. But this visit should be, I mean, it's an important one. Bruce Landry. Oh man, we need to get him some sort of complimentary, and I think the only complimentary is a quarterback. Maybe Tanner Bradshaw. When you get a second, if you could confirm that for me, is the only complimentary for a wide receiver on the visits, is that a corner? Clay Biggs was so close to committing after that big win. I think he's going to come this week. Now, again, I know he's got the bust icon. Look at his abilities. Look at his stats. He might have some caps. He might not be the best player in the world, but he's going to be good. He's going to be good. I just refuse to believe that he won't. No clue. I'd imagine TE2, but I don't know. Okay. Okay, because we've got Hardrick, who we liked a little bit more on a visit. Wisconsin with the Tier 4 pipeline is a little concerning. He's in Wisconsin. They might beat us out. I still want to try, just see what happens. DeMarcus Miranda is on a visit, and it's looking likely that he will sign. So by the end of the next time we advance, provided we win, we could have 3 5-stars in this class, which would be huge. We're going to lose out on some of them, I think, but we're going to keep trying and just kind of see what happens. We're going to put 50 on George Winter. 50 on Winter. And actually, before we up it on anybody else, Dorian Whitehead is, so this is going to be huge. He is coming this week. He's a pocket passer, so not usually the archetype, but he actually sneakily doesn't have that much less speed than the quarterbacks that we have. Obviously less than like a Bryce Baker from a couple of years ago, but he's got barely less speed than Troy Barnes or than Bernie Shipman, and he's got great throw power, great accuracies. He looked pretty. He's 6'5", 192. Like, he's a big boy back there in the pocket. If we win, I think we could actually land him. So we're gonna take this 5 off Ralph, and we're going to look at who's ready for a visit. Ozigbo he's about to commit. Honestly, let's just pull him off the board. Josh Clemens, we took the hours off. We're not going to be putting a visit on him. Shamir Tolbert, he looks like he's likely a tight end. 83 speed and good catch in traffic. I like, but it doesn't seem to boost who we have there now. I'm wondering if any of these other guys might be a better fit. Jimmy Manuel is somebody that I definitely want, and it looks like nobody's going too hard after him right now. If we schedule a visit, we'll get 2 complimentaries, so I think it is doable. He likes conference prestige. We're going to go back and put some more hours into him. Who's your favorite player of all time? We got to be more specific here, Tanner. Are you talking baseball, football, when I was a kid, now? There's a lot of factors that go into this. Football. Favorite player of all time. Oh, the one that I most associate with excellence from my childhood has got to be Devin Hester. Growing up in Chicago, Bears fans have not had a lot of fun players to root for. I mean, defense. I consider myself, maybe I'm a filthy casual. Consider myself a little bit more of an offensive guy. So, I guess technically, he played receiver. He didn't play that much. He was really, special in the kicking game. But I'd probably have to say Devin Hester, just because he fits that mold of I was conscious enough. Played corner too, yeah. But he fits that kind of he fits into that niche where it's like you understand kind of vaguely what's going on, and you understand enough to get excited about big plays and that kind of stuff. But you're still a kid, so you still got all that kind of excitement. We're gonna put. I think we can get Tolbert in here. Let's put him on a visit to Georgia Tech. Arma and Clemens. Well, if we're not going to get Clemens, I want to try and go for Arma. Oh, we don't. We're just going to send the house. How about you, Tanner? Who is your favorite? Who's your favorite player? Who fits in the pantheon? You got a signed card of him somewhere. That's sick. I've got. Let's see if you can see this. I've got a couple on my desk right here. This is probably my actual true favorite. I don't know if you can see that. Got a signed Alfonso Soriano card. I'm trying to look and see if I can see it in there. Got a signed Alfonso Soriano card. That's probably like my favorite athlete of all time, just because he's super cool. Connor Shaw or Spencer Rattler. Have you been following Rattler's career It's only was he a rookie last year? He was a rookie last year, yeah. Check me on that. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure though. I'm curious if he'll beat. You got his Saints jersey. Nice, nice, nice. I'm curious to see if he beats out Tyler Shuck for the job, because I think it's kind of up in the air. I did draft Shuck in a couple Dynasty leagues. He was a rookie, highest career completion percentage in all the draft. Gotcha. Oh, the other thing. Oh, I was gonna say, because Ball Alexander, I know Ball Alexander. If he doesn't watch, he watches the VOD. Because I was gonna say, I don't think he's here live. So I was gonna say, if you have any draft questions, maybe he won't see the whole thing. I don't like to give him the extra tips, but if you have any fantasy football draft questions, let me know. I'm a sicko for that. Do it too much research into it. Probably is what makes me a filthy biggest sleeper. So depends on what round we're talking. I think my biggest piece, we'll go biggest piece of advice that I really subscribe to, because it's where you can find a ton of value. I think it's like every year, I think it's 5 running backs drafted outside of the top 24 end up in the top 24 at the end of the season, because running back is really, if you get those hits, you're going to be extremely successful. And the biggest advice is to target, it might sound maybe simple, but teams that you think, so Tanner, whoever you think are going to be your teams that are top 15 offenses in the NFL, those teams, any of those that have murky backfields, call your shot. Don't be afraid of the, who is it going to, like, if you think, I don't know, good example, the Chiefs. If you think the Chiefs are going to be a top 10, 15 offense, I don't know if I believe that, but if you do, pick Pacheco, pick one of the other guys maybe down the roster, and plant your flag, go after it. One I'm very interested in, I still don't know how much I believe in the Jacksonville offense with Liam Cohen, but I think I'm going to take some shots there across my leagues. It's not going to be ETN. It'll probably be a coin flip between Tank Bigsby and Tootin. ETN, I don't know. I don't know if I buy that he's going to be the guy. Tank Bigsby looked really good last season, and Tootin's looked really good in training camp. But I'm only taking that shot if I really believe in the offense. I haven't decided how I feel about Jacksonville yet. Liam Cohen did make the Bucs insanely fun to watch last season, though. So there was that, I think, because last year it was Cincinnati, right? And if you picked Chase Brown, which I had the fortune to do in a couple leagues, he was incredible. So if you can hit on a a backfield, that's where you're going to find the value. So, like, I don't know. If you think Dallas is going to be an awesome offense this year, Tanner, then, roll the wheel. Is it going to be Blue? Is it going to be Javonte? I don't know. You got too many RBs. You can never have enough RBs. That's what I know from fantasy. And injuries. Speaking of injuries, we haven't checked the injury report in a while, and we've been getting a ton of late game timeouts. Okay, so Sterling Nix, he's out for 3 weeks of torn labrum. Terrell Crumpler has crumpled onto the injury list. He's torn labrum. Zeke Karoma, dislocated ankle. Let's see, you got Monty, GNT, CMC, Walker, Jerome Ford, Mixon. Interesting. I've really liked Jerome Ford in the past. I think he's very underrated from just a floor perspective. Doesn't have a lot of ceiling. I'd be watching those reports on Mixon. Maybe taking a sneaky Woody Marks stash. I don't know if he's really in line to take. He's not going to take a workhorse load of carries, but somebody that if Mixon has not been feeling right all off season. So if he can't come back to form, and again, it's again, do you believe in the Texans offense? Do you think they're going to be a top scoring offense? Running back room after Mixon, kind of murky. Call your shot. Don't be afraid to look silly, because if you're not afraid to look silly, you're not going to get those high upside cases. Forward, I would say, with Judkins now apparently not looking to get suspended, I'm less interested in Jerome Ford. I just feel like, I mean, Judkins is going to be eased in, but the upside's not really there for me. If I were you, I might swap out Ford with, I don't know, any one of the situations that I'm talking about. If there's a guy on waivers that could break through, I just don't think Ford is going to have the staying power after, you call it 4 weeks, and you've got the top line talent where there's like, you're not going to be starting Jerome Ford until either injuries or bye weeks start, and I think by that point he's not going to be very relevant on the Browns. Just my take. But if I were you, I would be Mixon. I'd probably hold on to, because if he is healthy, he will get the lion's share of the carries. But Jerome Ford, I would look to replace with somebody who might have a less clear role, but has higher upside potential later in the season. Any rookies in good backfields, stuff like that. Okay, we've been yapping. We've been doing some fantasy football. I love fantasy football, so you get me chatting about fantasy football, Tanner, I'll yap to the moon, to the cows come home. Gonna get some more water, and then we will play North Carolina. Another big week with a lot of visits. Still ranked. You hate it because you... No, Tanner. Well, hold on. Here's the thing. It's... If you go into it with the mindset of there's so much luck in fantasy, of course. Like, your first overall pick can get injured, and that can torpedo. But if you go into it thinking, okay, I'm looking at the waivers, how can I get my team better this week? And then you have a week's worth of data, you reassess, you read some things, you kind of look at it, you think, that didn't go the way that I wanted it to go, but what if I try this time? If you think about it, it's a way to make football Sundays so much more fun, and it just, you get the investment. And I play in a league that I think you were here when Ball Alexander was talking about it. We've been in for 17 years, and I play in some other leagues, but to be honest, every I get look, as I guess I'm willingly just volunteering up to the channel time and time again. I've never won that league that I've been in for 17 years, but does that mean that I am not still, it's not still some of the most fun few months of the year every year? Of course not. See, here's the thing, Tanner. If you don't get pressed over it, that means you don't care. And you want to care. You want to have fun. You want to be invested. Of course, I'm not gonna get mad if I my team lays an egg in the playoffs, of course. But that's what makes it worth. That's what makes it fun. Okay, I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Man, I keep forgetting to turn off this damn light. There we go. Much better. Much better. Alrighty. North Carolina. Hopefully you're getting some sweet channel points. Don't forget, Tanner, I'm sure you know this, but click that little, should be like a little video icon. You'll get some extra points periodically. I think it's 50 is the base. If you subscribe, you get like 1.2. Muted. See, this is the thing. Sometimes the headset, if I walk with it, which I just did, it like disconnects from the Xbox, gets all weird. Okay, you muted your thing. Yeah, if you it's never a long break. I like to, if I'm sitting down, I'm not usually taking long breaks. So Tanner, I don't know if you know, but make sure you're clicking the thing below. I think it's like 50 extra points periodically in the channel. You get some extra points. I think there's the base is like 50 every time you click. Cool. I think that's always so fun. So fun. No, not play the moments. Okay, offense only first quarter, as we always do. Another home game, more recruits in attendance, which sneakily is also really important, not only because we want the recruits, but because we have our new defensive coordinator, Manny Diaz, who when recruits are visiting and we get a win, we get bonus XP for all of those recruits. So, can help turbocharge Coach Wade. Your wide receiver room's in shambles. Who's someone you should... Judy's not a bad wide receiver, too. Wide receivers, they're always going to be fun, exciting wide receivers. There's always going to be fun wide receivers on waivers, especially in the early going. That's my other big tip. I don't know if you do waiver wire, if you do the free agency budget. I do the budget in all the leagues that I run because I think it's a little bit more fun. You're bidding on players instead of just, if it's your turn in the order, you get the hot waiver pickup. I'm maybe, as you can tell from the fact that I'm playing college football while everybody's playing Madden. I love the younger players and kind of trying to pick the breakouts. So rookies obviously are also. I don't know. I need to know a little bit more about who is. I don't know how big the league is, so I don't know kind of what type. Because who you would roster in an 8 team is so much different than who you would roster in a 10 team versus a 12 team. So I need to know a little bit more. 8-man, 5 don't know ball. All right, so give me a sample of who the top guys on your waiver are. Wow, that linebacker shed that block instantly. Good start from Veal. Give me who's just in the whatever platform you're on. They're just their standard rankings. That linebacker he's quick. Okay, we don't want to go 3 and out in this first drive. While you look that up, Tanner, I'm locking in. I'm locking in for a second here. Just a little mesh concept. Hills, acres of space. Tramel Hills, our 5-star wide receiver, sophomore. He has developed quite nicely. I think he's only an 83, but I think he plays so much better than that. Linebackers crashed, but I should have hit RB. Stared down Sticky Nicky. Got to be better than that. Rashid Shaheed, Juwan Jennings, probably the 2 biggest players. Juwan Jennings, I feel like should be rostered. I mean, you're really saying, do you believe in Juwan Jennings? Do you believe in Ricky Pearsall? Do you think, Kittle is going to step up and take all those targets vacated? I don't know if I want to buy pieces of the Saints offense, to be honest, but 49ers offense, sure, you can sell me on that. Oh, man. I'm not paying enough attention to this game. I am really not. You got me locked in on fantasy football. Yeah, that makes sense. You don't want to overload. I think Kittle and CMC could obviously feast. And I think taking the shot on CMC, it makes sense. He's got obviously the upside to be the absolute best player in football. Okay, back on offense. Maybe we'll try and play a little bit better here. So that makes sense why you're not trying to have Juwan, excuse me. Sauer. Why is Sauer in the backfield? Troy keeps it. Linebacker recovers, but 7 yards. Who else is on there? Because I'm not a Saints offense believer, so Rashid Shaheed, it just doesn't excite me. Of that, I feel like that play. How would that ever work? How would that play ever work? Let's see. Take the underneath. Live to fight another day. Maurice Angel. Pearsall, Shakir. Keenan Allen? Okay, look. Having said all that I said about loving youth, I know he's old as dirt. A lot of the guys that I read, they think he is going to have. He didn't sign for forever. They think he's going to have a sneaky big role in Los Angeles. So, I mean, okay. So, what's your full wide receiver room? Let's kind of work this out. Did not mean to call this play. It honestly kind of looks. It's a good look. They're crowding the interior. Can't get there. Devin Manning, number 1, he's out. Only upside if they break out. Yeah, that's true. Wait, okay. But who do you have? Who do you have on in your wide receiver room? We're going for it here. Oh, and we're going to get so much more. Deontay Stoke gets us down to the 4. Beautiful run. Beautiful run from Deontay Stoke. Diggs, Tyreek. Oh, that's a lot of old wide receivers. I'll keep it $150. I don't know if you need to add Keenan to that mix. I have faith in none of them. Tanner, I could lie to you and say I have faith in a lot of them, but I don't know. That's why you said only upside. Okay. Oh, okay. You asked. So I imagine that throw him open. No. I imagine Egbuka's been taken. Just thinking of the Bucks. Egbuka's been taken. Maurice Angel catches. Yeah. I didn't think so. Any interesting rookies? That's where you're going to find the value. Rookie wide receivers have high ability to break out. It might take a bit. You might have to wait and just take your lumps. Egbuka's in the best spot, I would say, outside of maybe Tet on Carolina, to break out quickly. They're sending some heat. Oh my God, that can't be an interception. I'm just waiting too long. I'm waiting too long. Too locked in on the fantasy football. Okay. We need to actually read the defense a little bit here. They're not playing man. Got some man beaters. Angel. That Troy Barnes pick was, I think that was ridiculous. Oh, Veal. Turn on the Jets. Juan Veal, another big run. Yeah, so what are the rookie wide receivers looking like? I want to look at the rookies, the second year players. That's Not the play there. Looks like we got somebody in the flat. I don't know if I like this. Audible. And of course it's going to be a false start. Santucci, what are you doing, brother? What are you doing, brother? 2nd and 14. Higgins. I would pick up Higgins right now. He's going to be playing, early reports, he's going to be playing in 2 wide sets. Obviously, you got Nico Collins for sure. But, hold up. So you got Nico Collins for sure. And then you've got Christian Kirk in the slot. But Higgins is going to be playing in 2 wide sets. I would pick him up. If I were you, I would pick him up. Harris, again, it's a little murkier. But all the reports are that Higgins is playing with the ones. He's going to be in a lot of the 2 wide receiver sets. Just not reading the defense. Not reading the defense. Ah, man. Flag. It's, are you kidding me? This is a flag on the old lineman. Who for Higgins and Keenan? Holding. Man. Hold on, I'm going to pause this a second here. Who would I drop? Who would I drop? Pitts on your bench. Realistically, I guess, when are you ever going to play Pitts over Kittle? I don't see that being likely. I mean, my take, it's tough because like you can see, because Godwin's on our IR, and he was honestly great when he was playing. Trade value just happens to be his year. If not, he's gone by week 4. Of the wide receivers that you've listed out, the one I like the least and see the least pathway to success is Diggs. I don't see a huge pathway to success for Diggs. I don't. Also, annoyed that we got called for holding, but how often do you get called for holding? You know, I feel like it never happens. So from that perspective, oh God, what am I doing? Just scrambling out the back of the pocket. We just want to get into Mike White field goal range, tie this game up. Oh, come on, Trammell. Oh, no, that wasn't Trammell. Oh, what a throw. What a catch. I think that was Maurice Angel. I saw it. Oh, let's see. Maurice Angel. I mean, I can't believe. Yeah, he was wide open. I can't believe we had the time to get that off. Not the best throw, and Maurice held on to that through some serious contact. But wow, that would talk about the big conversion. Juan Veal gets us down to the 2. So I have the least faith in Stephon Diggs. Keenan, I don't know. I don't know if I would replace any of those guys with Keenan. Maybe Kupp. But I'd probably take Higgins over. Oh my God, fumble. Oh! What? What just happened there? Are you serious? Troy, you cannot be hitting the Heisman after that one. Although, honestly, lore accurate. If Troy Barnes made that play, he would be hitting the Heisman after that that voodoo magic there. That was weird. That was insane. So Veal fumbles. Ball gets knocked up into the air. Troy is right there. Sutton for Higgins. Okay, I can see it. I just think, like, Diggs is coming off a big injury on a new team, but he's off a big injury on a new team. I don't know if I have faith in a Vrabel-led offense for the Patriots to really air it out. Sutton is clearly one of, if they're going in the air in the red zone, he was the target last season. I wouldn't do it. He ain't gonna start anyway. Sure. I just think Diggs compared to Sutton, I think Sutton has both the higher ceiling and the higher floor. I just think Diggs, it's still kind of name value from years ago. I don't know. That's just what I think. That's just my opinion. Audible here into a run. Maybe we'll go to play the moments soon. I have not been locked in on this game. I've been enjoying this, Tanner. I love. Can't wait for our in-person draft. Corner slow to get over there. Sticky Nicky. Find some space. Sticky Nicky, find some space. Have not updated the stream title. Still says we're 2-1. We are in fact 3-2. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, well, there was a big lane, missed it. We'll take it. I don't know if Ezekiel's really gonna burn him here. Oh my God! I pressed RB. I double tapped. I'm not reading this very well. Stoke. He can't get there. We're gonna punt it away. Punt it away. Punt it out. We're gonna play the offense through this quarter. Or through this half. Okay, 14-13. It hasn't been a dominant game. They have a lot of stars on the defense. That's take us to the 2-minute warning. Pressing us. Looks like a cover 2 man look. See if we can get any immediate beats. But I knew Tramel Hills was going to beat his linebacker. Come on. Let's go, Blazers. What have you got for me here in this 2-minute drill? Oh, God. It got a blitz. I needed to throw into the blitz there. Third down. We're going for it. We're going for it. No. I don't think this is not a good call. I can recognize this. I don't know if my brain's just like not functioning right now. But it's like I'm seeing these things where it's like I know this is not what we need to be doing, and then I'm doing it anyway. Not playing smart football. Not playing smart football at all. And like last game, you know, we weren't necessarily just pushing it down the field, and we were still seeing a lot of success. No yards gained there. Come on, UAB. Now we're down going into the half after that made a silly decision to go for it there. And just threw a pick. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening here? Okay, we're on offense again. We're down 8. It's not the defense's fault that we're in this position, though. That is all us. We've not been successful a vast majority of the time on offense. Juan Veal, big gain, 9 yards on 2nd down. Let's punish him on the ground. Let's punish him on the ground. Keep it moving. Keep those chains moving. Oh, fucking. And we're gonna have to make a change. I mean, that was my fault. I just thought he had a step. I thought Trammell had a step. We gotta put in Bernie. We gotta put in Bernie. Just not playing well. We're down by 15. All right, I gotta lock in here. Just not taking care of the football. Great catch from Maurice. We're going to be in hurry up. We're going to be in hurry up this whole. We still have plenty of time, but I want a different look. Great blocking. Nah, not really. We get the first, but not much more. Keep running the football. Bully him. Oh, and we get a block! Oh, Stoke can't quite get there. Deontay Stoke has had a great game on the ground, though. We need more of that. We need more of that. Oh, don't need that, though. That got blown up. Give me some play action. Give me some play action here. Linebackers don't bite. But just... I need a playmaker there. Suppose defense holds. Man, I've been playing quite poorly on offense. Quite poorly on offense. It's gotta be better. It's gotta be better. Ah, cut it to the outside. It's one man to beat. I don't know, Tanner. It's just it feels not. It feels like I don't know what I'm doing with the football. We got a quarter left. We've got a quarter left to bring this back. Not locked in. Not locked in at all. Come on. Okay, I have to actually lock in. I gotta check. I wonder if we did change our playbook, because a lot of our plays feel different to me. Bernie, you gotta get that over the line, brother. Come on. And we can't miss that throw. God damn. This is the worst I can remember playing offensively in a good minute. And they scored. I mean, this is we're desperation time now. Hit the check down, but sheesh. We are getting absolutely just I'm not reading the defense. Come on. What the I'm gonna sim to the end of this one. This is horrible. This is horrible. Holy shit. We got boat raced. We got at that this might be one of the worst losses that we have ever had. Did we 5 turnovers? My god, threw 5 picks. 5 picks. No. Both quarterbacks were I can't even look at these stats. That was just a beatdown. A beatdown. We certainly shouldn't be ranked after that one. Oh my god. And that's a second loss in ACC play. Clay Biggs saw that and he said, sign me up. Oh man. We are not ranked anymore, as we shouldn't be. Not where we'll do some recruiting. I'm curious, Tanner. How close are you to like 1,000? How close are you to 1,000? Because I'll keep it on, but we can't play the top 12 team on the road with me in this state. Got to be more locked in. But I'm curious if you're close to a watch reward or something. We'll keep it going for just a little bit. Look through some recruiting stuff, perhaps. You're at 1K. Okay, Tanner. So, I mean, here's the deal. You can call your shot on one of these. You can also save it. You can save it. You can pick. We've got 5 guys right now. We don't know the depth traits, obviously, but you can see their stats. Got some linebackers, some cornerbacks. Obviously, we play defense a little less. Save it. Yeah. Here's what we'll do. Save it to whenever you want. This is how I figured out how we are going to. I'm going to go in, edit this command. We'll say first priority. Tanner Bradshaw. Okay. So we're saving this here. Let's see if this works. I'm hoping it does. Exclamation point, recruit. No, recruits. I got my own command wrong. Exclamation point, recruits. Okay, so we're gonna have to do some like spacing fun stuff here to make this look pretty. We'll try that. Let's just try that again. But yeah, exclamation point recruits. I mean, that does not look pretty, but now you're on there. When we get to the, off season, this season, you'll be able to see dev trades. You'll be able to see the full class. I suppose you could pick a transfer if you wanted, but you'll be ready to go there, and no limitation to how many you can. We usually recruit a pretty big class, and I like when the recruits are chat named. So save up another 1,000, get another recruit, or maybe you'll do the 750 and change our some more numbers too. I could see you doing that. Helen Keller, I love it. Don't know what position that makes the most sense at. But we'll see. Could be fun. Man, that was a brutal loss. That's a brutal loss. It's just we played that game. I mean, look, the Clemson loss stung, but it was a good. We played well. It was a good game. Stanford obviously is good. This game I don't know. I was not focused at all, and we played like shit. That's really what it boils down to. It was really not good. And this is why we're stuck here in this rebuild hell. Because unlike some streamers that play college football that are quite good at the game, I would say my skill level is, I don't know, not the worst. We're still playing on Heisman, of course, but it's, not the best. We beat down Memphis. We're beating down some of the bad teams, but I mean, North Carolina, I didn't feel like it was set to be that big of a challenge. UConn is unexpectedly 6-1. They play an independent schedule though, so you never know with that. Starting the stream again next time. We only played 3 this stream. I think the games are going a little slower when we're doing these kind of 2.5-hour streams that we're playing the moments, we're chatting. But my goal for the next stream, as we think about it, obviously we're playing Pitt, we're getting through the bye. It's Ford for Judkins and Sutton for Higgins. Nice. Yeah, I think Ford for Judkins makes a ton of sense to me. He's probably going to be eased back in. So if he's not a big part of the offense early on, I would not worry. Higgins, I don't know. I think he's, you can come back in the chat and tell me. I'm going to tell many of you that don't know about football, but I have a good feeling. In my Dynasty leagues, I have a lot of Higgins. So I think the plan for next stream, we'll see. If it's going to be tomorrow, it's going to be later. Any Texans wide receiver can put up numbers. Yeah, I believe in Stroud. The O-line can hold and give him some time. It'll be good. But I think if we stream tomorrow, it'll be a little later. Got some plans with some friends this weekend, so it's either going to be tomorrow a little bit later, kind of I guess our usual time, around 10 Central. Or you might not be here depending on what time. You can always catch the VOD, or we'll catch you up to speed the next stream. And then we'll likely do one on Sunday. Saturday might be a little tricky. Got the Air and Water show here in Chicago, so that'll be a good time. But Sunday should happen. Sunday will be a longer one. Sunday's gonna be longer for us. We tend to do the 2.5-3 hour streams. Sunday will probably be closer to 4 or 5. Church and NASCAR on Sunday. Okay. Well, if you can stop by, Tanner, we always appreciate it. Love the support. Thank you so much for it. If you can't, I always post the VODs pretty soon after the stream goes live, so catch what you miss, skip around. But Tanner, if you want to stick around, we're going to find somebody to raid. You'll get some channel points. I think I don't want to be spreading misinformation here. You do get channel points for participating in a raid. Yes. So you get some channel points for hopping in a raid. Let's see. I always like finding somebody that does an online Dynasty. Or it does Dynasty. So we'll pop into Snooded stream. The raid will start soon. I'm pretty sure. How many points to eat a raw egg? That's not I don't even like cooked eggs, Tanner Bradshaw. 1 million points. 1 million points. And I'm not putting that in writing, so you can't hold me to it. But, again, thank you for $20. Not happening. It's not happening, Tanner. Appreciate it. It's not happening. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. We're gonna go raid Snooted now. Stick around, get some channel points. We will be back soon, guaranteed on Sunday. It's likely tomorrow, a little later. Saturday, we're probably gonna take it off. Thank you so much for joining, and enjoy your evenings. Peace.